I'm Mungo Darkmatter, and welcome to Dark Matters. Today on Dark Matters, I'm going to discuss whether the tablet PC is going to replace desktop PCs and laptops. And the simple answer to that is, no way, dude! And the reason is because different electronic computing devices and different personal electronic devices have different purposes and fill needs for different types of people. And let me just go over the history of them really quick to give you a few examples. Now, there's only one personal kind of computing device that I can think of that's really been replaced in kind of the lineup of things that people use commonly, or the most popular type of things. And that would be the PDA. And the PDA has been replaced by the smartphone because a smartphone is just a PDA with a cell phone in it. And why would you carry two devices around, right? I mean, some people now carry two cell phones around. They carry a work and a private. But why would you carry a work cell phone, a private cell phone, and then a PDA? So you optimally want all that stuff in one device. And so that kind of knocked out the PDA market because there isn't like a specialized market of somebody who would want a PDA but not want it in their cell phone. Another device, which actually is still around, that kind of surprises me, is the MP3 players and iPods, which play music, and they're just small digital music devices. Most people's smartphones have those applications built into them. So, like, why would you have a separate MP3 player or iPod? Well, the reason is there's probably specialized uses where you don't want to be carrying a phone, but you want to be able to carry your music with you. For example, like if you're going running or if you're going exercising, you might not want to have your cell phone with you, but you might want to have an MP3 player. And they're cheap enough where you could have a cell phone or a smartphone and an MP3 player. Also, people who don't have smartphones or don't want smartphones might have a cell phone, and then they would have a purpose to have an MP3 player as well. So there's still a market for MP3 players, and there probably will be in the foreseeable future, as far as I can tell. So they fill a niche is basically what happens. Now, let's take a look at tablet PCs. Now, tablet PCs are great for like surfing the web and using applications that don't require you to type a lot on a keyboard. And so that doesn't really sound like something that would replace a laptop to me. Now, some people say, well, I can get a keyboard for my tablet. Once you start to do that, you're making the tablet into a laptop, and it's more bulky to carry around. The great thing about the tablet is it has a bigger screen than a smartphone, but it's not as heavy or as bulky as a laptop. The other problem with the tablet is they tend not to be as powerful as laptops. Now, if you will remember way back, people said, oh, the laptop's going to replace desktops. Why would you have a desktop if you can have a laptop that you can carry with you or use as a desktop? Well, the laptop never totally replaced the desktop. The reason being is because people have different needs. Like, for instance, some people want larger monitors. Some people want more powerful machines, and you're going to be able to get a more powerful desktop than you can a laptop because there are engineering problems with laptops because of battery life. The more powerful a computer is, the faster it would use up a battery. So they tend to lower the power of laptops for that reason. And the other reason is that it's hard to get rid of the heat that's generated by a CPU. And in a laptop, there's a lot less space to get rid of the heat. So there's problems with the more powerful chips trying to get rid of the heat that's generated by them. If you look inside of a desktop, you see there are these huge heat sinks on them a lot of times and big fans, which would not fit in a regular laptop. So tablet PCs kind of fall in between a smartphone because they have a larger screen and a laptop because they tend to be less powerful, but they're more compact and easy to carry around and use. So in the foreseeable future, I don't see the tablet replacing desktops or laptops. In fact, I think we'll have desktops, laptops, and tablets and smartphones for a long time. And maybe some other devices too that people will come up with that are specialized for particular uses. Like there are all sorts of watches you can get now that keep track of your steps, like a pedometer, and you can use as fitness meters and such. So there are specialized devices that will work in conjunction with all these things. The big thing is now that we kind of have cloud technology, we can share information between our smartphone, our tablet, our desktop and our laptop, so it's kind of seamless, so we can access what we need from any device we want. But I still think people will have several of the devices depending on what their needs are. They may not have all of the devices, but I don't think a tablet's going to replace everything. I'm Mungo Darkmatter, and this has been Dark Matters, and whatever you do, enjoy technology. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.